Hello and welcome to this video. What is SQL? SQL stands for Structured Query Language. It is also referred to as SQL by tech professionals. SQL is the standard language that is used to communicate, access, manipulate, and interact with various types of databases. SQL became a standard of the American National Standards Institute in 1986. It also became a standard of the International Organization for Standardization in 1987. SQL has different versions that is implemented by various relational database management systems. For example, Microsoft SQL Server's version is called Transact SQL or T-SQL for short. SQL versions must be compliant with the ANSI standard in that they all have to support at least the major commands in SQL, such as select, update, delete, insert, where, in similar manner. So regardless of the version, they must all support the commands select, update, delete, insert, and where in a similar manner. Most relational database management systems have their own proprietary extensions in addition to the SQL standard. There are different things you can do with SQL. Let's take a look at some of the things that you can do with SQL. You can execute queries against a database. A query basically is a request for data or information from a database. You can retrieve data from a database. You can insert record in a database. You can update records in a database. You can delete records from a database. You can create new databases. You can create new tables in a database. You can create stored procedures in a database. A stored procedure is a prepared SQL code that you can save so the code can be reused over and over again. You can create views in a database. A view is a virtual table that is based on the result set of an SQL statement. You can also set permissions on tables, on procedures, and views. In this video, I gave you a quick introduction to what SQL is. Thank you for watching. Bye for now. Hello and welcome to this lecture. What is PostgreSQL? PostgreSQL is also pronounced as Postgres. So if you hear people saying Postgres, they mean PostgreSQL. This basically is a relational database management system, just like Oracle or Microsoft SQL Server or things like MySQL or MySQL. So it has basically the same features and functionalities of a relational database management system. It also complies to ANSI. ANSI basically is the American National Standard Institute for SQL, which is Structural Query Language. So it also conforms to this standard. So the SQL you use for the Postgres database also follows the ANSI standard. So there are certain ways you write SQL statements that is applicable to all relational databases. Postgres is a general purpose database management system, so you can use it basically for a variety of things. It is also object relational, so it's known as an object relational database management system. It is free and open source. By open source, that means people can contribute to make it better. It is also platform independent. What that means is that you can install it on a Windows platform, Mac platform, a Unix platform. So it's platform independent. It's not pegged to one platform. So you can use it across multiple platforms. It is stable and requires minimum maintenance. So most applications that uses the Postgres database, you don't really need to spend a lot of time in the maintenance because the database itself is quite stable. The database has large storage. It also has a good performance. It's fast. It is extensible. Basically what that means is that you can define your own data types, index types. You can also create your own custom plugins. The support for the Postgres is quite substantial. There is an active community that you can post questions to and also receive answers from. So that is it for this lecture. The key thing here is to note that the Postgres database is a relational database management system, just like Oracle and Microsoft SQL Server. It is free and open source. It is platform independent. And the SQL you use to query the database also follows the ANSI standard. Many thanks for watching and bye for now.